it's more about being honest, because no matter how specific you think your story is, there is somebody that genuinely relates to it and has something to take from what you're talking about. A lot of times we assume like, nah, that's too specific, nobody will relate to that. You'd be surprised how many people have been through the exact same shit. You know, when you're being an artist nowadays, you have to battle social media wise and what will get me traction, what will get me views, etc.
For sure.
And you have to battle the artist I want to be, the artist that I envision for myself. God Save Us is really me reaching a point of extreme comfort as an artist and kind of like not really caring at this point. Like I said, I did take a break to become a father, so it was the first time something besides music gave me real joy in my life. So now it allows me to look at music in a different way and say like, all right, you know, like views don't really matter to me anymore. Attention doesn't matter as much as like putting out good music. You were at the album release. That vibe is more important to me than
It's a great party.
right. But just the overall atmosphere and the way everybody was kind of in a good mood. Everybody was cool with each other. Everybody was just enjoying the music, and that's become more important to me, is cultivating that kind of atmosphere and that culture, instead of like, oh, I need to get to this bench point of this views and I need to make this amount of money. That shit, it muddies the art. After a while, everything you do becomes a formula to get on, and now you're not even being an artist anymore. You're just like trying out shit. You're just trying to get attention, but and that you end up sacrificing what you do.
Yeah,
and the reason you got into it in the first place.
So it sounds very like pure. You just do it for the sake of making art.
No, don't get it twisted. I definitely want to make some fucking money. Let's not be fucking stupid. But let's look at it like this. Like, you know, if I can get a room with 100 people in it that actually feel what I'm saying, I'm cool with that, as opposed to 5,000 and only about 1,000 even relate, or just, you know, most people are there because it's cool to be there or something like that. I'd rather people involved in what Nam God is doing. I'd rather people that actually feel it be there, and the number of people has stopped being the motivation for me. It hasn't. I just, do I want, yes, I'm going to work as if I want as many people to pay attention as possible. I am no longer going to kill myself and strain and stress and all of that over these numbers that, when you actually are in real life, they don't matter.